Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Thomas. This is Denedis a Human, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where you join us with El Cid the Chivalrous. That's a classic Spanish accent there, if you can't tell. And we are going to march into Toulouse. We have lots of ladders around in the tower. There we are. Let's get straight in there. Now, the King Louis himself is in here. Peasants, some archers, mounted sergeants. The thing is, though, what we do have to think about is Captain Guy over here. He'll be coming in. We're going to try and take these guys out, snuff them out before they get into the city. That'll make our lives an awful lot easier. So we're just going to get in their way. A few spearmen, lots of javelin men, an awful lot of Unité, my favourite troops. I love these guys. It's going to be glorious. Let's get in there. So like last time, they've just appeared over right behind us for no particular reason. Oh well. Can they shoot at this point? The towers are active, but they're not shooting, so I guess they're not in range. Which means I guess we'll just drop them around for now. That's fine by me. They are up on this tower. Likewise, we'll just leave it for now if they can't shoot. It doesn't really bother us. Let's get over into a vague position. For some reason, they just want to be taking all the javelins in the world from my Unités here. This is perfect. Guys, do you want to stop for the moment? Let's just take fire at will off. Don't need to use up any more on you. Archers, we can just go and clear you guys off momentarily. That's fine. Let's just try and get these guys dealt with. Opportunities, get around the side. We'll just charge straight into these guys. And into the side of these archers. They're out him, straight out. It's fine, not taking any more hits from the archers. We throw some javelins into them. And get our knights. Just line up by the one unit of knights that is still vaguely okay. Literally, chaps, just literally walk straight behind them. They are absolutely just letting themselves be murdered. This is quite funny. Ah, beautiful. To be honest, chaps, we might as well not waste the javelins. We don't need to waste them.
The enemy are badly.
Oh, they're actually charging at us
they
now.
have lost half their men.
Not quite. What are they doing? Crosswomen, stay where you are. At this point, we might as well just charge people in. We've got enough numbers here to absolutely make them out instantly. Straight in, chaps. That is spearmen right there. They are already only steady. And
the enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army. The battle is in our glorious heaven above.
Lovely.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well. Give the dog some wine, and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Okay, let's just make sure we mop these guys up, because we've kind of let those peasants just about get back. Don't mind if we take a few hits on the towers so we can keep these guys routing. We've just let a few too many of these knights get away, I think. If we get near enough, it isn't going to open for them. Don't mind a hit or two. Let's just take them out. Don't think it's going to open. No, it's going to open for them. That's fine. Guys, you just stop where you are. One of you deal with them. Taking some minor hits here. Guys, if you drop it...
The enemy flees the battle.
Nope, that's perfect.
Run down those worthless peasants.
Okay, guys, it's not worth it anymore. Pull out, pull out. Always do, guys, pull out of there. Don't need to get any more shots into our backs. You pick up that tower. You guys go pick up that ram. Okay, we got some good damage there. They have a few more units, but they're very weak. Their morale is low, which is probably going to help us in the long run. With the last French units on the plaza then, we are just setting up a little position here with our spearmen around here with our javelinmen in behind El Cid, and we should the mailed knights coming around the side now. Thank you, chaps. Anytime you want to get into position, that'd be lovely. And over this side we have the crossbowmen who should a beautiful, beautiful shot into the general. Get a shot. And let's get started, chaps. Should have a perfect little shot from here. Oh, they're going quite high. Woo! Oh, we hit him. Nice shot. And that might just lead them into these javelins. We will swarm them. The javelins hopefully can throw down into them. I don't think they'll be very happy for very long. General is right into the actual spearmen. Perfect. They should not be happy with this situation. Let's see if we just try and defend.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but
that works for
men
me.
Are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
And if you guys can just shoot in at the general, you should be able to get a nice shot in from there, right into the side of them. There's the general himself. He's actually right on the front line. He is actually already bloodied, so we might be able to catch him very soon, actually. He's charging forward. Oh, their general is so in trouble. What's going on over in this flank? Come on, javelinmen. Oh, the peasants are getting up there to interfere with us. Slightly irritating.
The enemy king is slain.
Oh, there we are.
We're the enemy, but no less dead for that.
Yeah, we did say he looked weak. Did say he was looking weak. They are pretty much gone at this point. They're sending El Cid around the back. And the way it was always meant to end, French peasants being absolutely slaughtered by crossbows and javelins. Guys, just throw your javelins in then. Finish these chaps off. Get throwing. Bit of target practice. Oh, they don't know where to face. Wavering. Oh, yes. Just lovely. Anyone for stabbed Frenchmen tonight? Plenty going.
Our men are winning the battle.
Yep, there's one bloke left, so 30% lost. Well, taking on a castle with quite a few units in it, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Clear victory. Probably could have done it a little bit cleaner, but I'm quite happy with that. And Toulouse is ours. Another big Parisian. Another great French city down. We have Marseille, Angers and Reims left.
We thank you for delivering us. God has delivered us this victory.
God has delivered us. It's victory. Second. What? What? That's amazing. I didn't realise that was about to happen. Oh, that is so glorious. That is perfect. Oh my. Oh my. There's so many things. Noble death. Some Frenchmen. Noble death. Some other Frenchmen. Why they all died? Why did we lose them? Why didn't they join our side? Damn Frenchies. Can't even in revolt join our side. But there we are. Oh, El Cid has slaughtered the French. There we are. That's an alternative history that I wasn't expecting. We've just taken France in one fell swoop. Oh, that's so brilliant. We didn't even have to go and battle up here. I was just about to battle them over here by Reims. Didn't even realise that was about to happen. Oh, England. Oh, England, you might have a problem now. Ooh, wow, that was a bigger start than I was expecting. Oh, right, well, on to Poland and Hungary then. Oh my, right. I'm going to try and get a handle on what's actually going on in this empire then. How's that money looking now? We've got all of France. It can't be doing too bad. Nope, still minus 12,000 or so from what we've got now. Interesting. Taxes. We've got a good amount from taxes. The army upkeep is naturally awful. But that does mean now we've got all these armies in Dijon, for example, was holding on to. That was kind of holding back. And now there are ample opportunities to do all sorts with them. Certainly, Bruges we can go and defend properly. In fact, the English are over here. I would suggest that there's a good chance that actually they're looking a bit weak over there in Cannes. Yes. Yeah, well, you will be soon, Englishman. I may have enjoyed killing the Scots as an Englishman, but my days I'm going to enjoy killing England too after the killing the French. Oh, we are. An Englishman plays Total War and kills Scotland and France straight away. Perfect. Captain Gaston over here then, and we'll be moving towards Bordeaux. That can definitely help us defend against the Spanish. These troops hiding over here, I think we're going to bring them over towards the bridge for now. What I'd like to do is get an attack against Milan. So we're going to have to try and gather some forces. There's some sort of feudal knights here. We just need a little bit of, not really a scout, but we need some information before we go ahead. Bern is almost certainly going to be attacked by Milan and Imperials in the early turn. So what I'm going to do is use the defences to our advantage. We're going to repel them first, then counter-attack. I do want to get these troops over here moving in this direction. What do we have in this army? 3 spearmen, 1 crossbowman. You know what? A bit of... what could I do with... Yeah, I think a little bit of forces moving this direction. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think I'm too close in case they attack, catch them out. So we'll leave them hovering there. They should be able to get their next turn from that position. But that just to help. There'd be a force to kind of help hold that place. Depends what we want to do with these guys as well. Over in Metz and Reims, we have some useful troops. What do we do with them? We have some cavalry over there. Feudal Knights would be useful in this direction, dealing with England. So we'll go and add those to Paris for now. In fact, join in with them. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a few more extra cavalry in that army. Peasants, you can just head up towards Antwerp, as would be apt, and we'll send these spearmen across to Bruges. That'll be fine. Yes, because I think England are more likely to be attacking, but we'll figure out how we're going to defend against those guys soon. Lovely, this is coming together. Send the crossbowmen over to Reims, whereas these two can head... Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's send the crossbowmen in that direction. Maybe we'll send the archers over towards Metz. An extra bit of archer cover there would be lovely. Perfect. Okay, so France is now completely as and anything to worry about the enemy being in this middle blob. We've got that sorted. Angers, well, whether the English attack either, we have a force here to help us repel them. They're not getting straight into Rennes. And to be honest with Angers, this force could probably do a huge amount of damage. They possibly could defend it by itself anyways, it's a castle. But we'll start using these troops to deal with England and kick them out. And actually, we've got England to deal with up here too. Got to bear that in mind, haven't we? I doubt they have a counterattack coming straight away, actually. So maybe what we want to do is move these forces into a nice position. Yes, actually there's a tiny bit of merging that can go on over here. So you're moving these... Aha, perfect. If we can move these into a useful position, that would be ideal. Highland Rabble, we can move down to Edinburgh. So I don't think we should be getting a boat popping up at Inverness. I hope not anyway. I don't expect that to be happening. If it does, that would really be quite irritating. So actually... Oh, you're just different units. That's why that didn't merge. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. Shame we only have 8 border horse left, but we did pick up an extra few over here. I wonder if I can get the experience to cross a bit. just a tiny bit. But you know what? It was only 8 of them. I suppose that's something. Better than nothing, I suppose. Yeah, let's send all these guys out. We'll leave those 8 border horse behind. Actually, no, I can't move because this is still the same turn, technically. Was it just the rabble? Oh, just the rabble. No, there we are. What we want to try and do is get ourselves onto a nice position. We'll stand here for now.
Move out.
And hopefully we've at least got ourselves a defendable position. We'll try and creep ourselves around, yes, somewhere like here in the Pennines. That way we can push England away. We can use the troops of Carnarvon to come across. Once we know we've got York sorted, then we've got to go sweep across to Nottingham. That'll be a big one. But we can probably, well, we've got a chance to kick out England. We've definitely got the forces now. The French have joined us, or at least the French peasantry have joined us. The French do love a revolt. They do love a good riot. So there we are. Their leaders may not have joined us. They all may have ended up under the guillotine. But yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure those ones who died on the side a minute ago, they were children, I believe. I'm guessing that's the case. They just hadn't come of age yet. Otherwise, they would have joined us. But we killed all the families rather than took the cities, so that would make sense. Yeah, so we kind of got a plan here in France. I'm not really sure what we're doing about the Imperials just now. I think more than anything else, we're just going to sort of defend this border. But if we can go do something about Milan, that'll be fun. Just because Milan are just really, really irritating. No one likes Milan. They're just a ridiculous nation. They just turn up all over the place and invade you endlessly. You know what? Actually, I was playing as Portugal not too long ago, and they actually turned up at Alexandria. God knows what's wrong with them. Absolute mentalists. But there we are. Oh, yes, this is another thing we have to do. We have to go over to Naples. Beautiful. This should be a fun one. I think it's perfectly possible to win this. There's only a couple units. So we're going to charge in. Oh, they want to take battle. 1 unit of spear militia. And then King Roger himself. Okay, he is good command, and he does have the drill master. I'm sure that used to have a negative morale thing on Rome, but maybe that's just Rome. Smart, talent for attack, nothing particularly good for nothing particularly good for morale, so that's alright. But he does obviously have, oh no, he doesn't have the chivalry, it's just the command he had. Okay, that's good. I think we can take these guys out pretty easily. We just don't want to let Roger get away. Now on Rome Total War, you absolutely, generally speaking, love to get shots into the rear. Actually on Medieval, it seems to work on the flanks. I think what it does is it models the fact that their armour is particularly strong at the front and the rear. Well, their marches, that's so true. But actually, the sides, they often kind of lack armour so much. Actually, they do have a little bit. Is their general going to come in? He actually could get in and attack us right now, but he isn't doing it. Kind of suits me. From flaming arrows, they're going to give up very soon, I imagine. Just keep an eye on their general not charging in at us. Yes. Didn't actually want to properly charge them. We just want to make them scared. Archers, would you stop missing that badly and shooting our own troops?
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Okay, that's fine. We can reform. I'm slightly worried about the fact that we are downhill from the king, though. So if we can reform up the hill, that would be perfect. At least we can battle him on a flat surface. That'd be ideal. We'll just bring our missile troops back behind lines. That'd be perfect. Cavalry, if you can just charge those guys down, that'd be ideal. The king is moving at this point.
Heaven above. Our men have captured the enemy general.
Oh no.
Guard him well. Give the dog some wine.
I pressed pause, just disappeared, and now the game is really broken. I have to keep pressing pause button until we've gone through all the frames. What a weird glitch. I've only seen this happen like once before. Perfect. Mate, you're ruining everything. Come on, game. D-glitch, D-glitch, D-glitch. It's fine. I mean, we just got to get through all these frames. There we are. Oh, that was slightly bizarre. It wasn't that bizarre. I mean, I've seen it happen before, but yeah, I haven't seen that one for a while. Right, Spearman, you're now just blocking the crossbows, but you're not actually pressing into them properly. Right, is this quite enough room for a charge? I'm not sure it quite is. Medieval can be quite picky about your charges. Alright, come on. These Sergeant Spearmen armors... Oh, they're not lasting long enough, are they? Right, cavalry, get charging. We need to do some good work with this charge. 34, 33. Not bad. Not bad.
The enemy are badly blooded.
Okay, they are shaken. Right, Spear. They've completely annihilated those armoured sergeants. Spearmen try and grab them. Perfect. We need to send our general in as well now. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Come on, hit them on this side. Right into the general. Come on. Right, we should be catching him here. We should be getting him here.
My lord, only half our force remain.
I'm not worried about that. Right, crossbowmen just get into the battle as well now. He's trying to run away. Right, if he tries to run away, crossbowman, you need to be here to shoot him in the back. And archers, you try and get in that position as well. Just run past.
Battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Right, General, get back in there. We are losing almost this entire force, but to be honest, if we can just take Naples, this will be absolutely worth it. Alright guys, that is not what I call a charge. Oh, they're absolutely annihilating us. The general unit is so painful. There we are, he's gone. And it's over now. Absolutely slaughtered 2 units of spearmen. My days, a king unit is hard to kill. Guys. Yeah, oh okay, he is. No, we're done. We're done. That's fine. We don't really need to kill him, he's just experienced at this point. My days, this has been a bloody battle. But you know what? We have captured Naples. And with it, Sicily are definitely a lot weaker than they were. They won't have any economy because they're only going to have Palermo Castle. They might well take Tunis soon, though.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory
we'll have to defend Tunis on the end turn, I think. Right, we lost a lot of men, but I think we're always likely to. We've done the job, though. We've done the job. Oh no! The peasants got away! That's really upsetting. I know there was a couple of them, but that's a bit ridiculous, really. Oh no, it wasn't. There was spearmen, weren't there? That's so irritating. Okay, well, I'm just going to get ladders if I can only get a ram. Okay, not quite taking Naples. My days. Near enough. Okay, they will be sending troops down from Palermo at some point, but you know what? That's fine. We've still done a big hit of damage on them with their king dead. What else did we need to do? There was definitely something we needed to do. Oh yes, Mosul. There's a big battle over here in Mosul. Before we get to that, there's a little bit of mopping up in the east to do. We have our force here. And I was thinking about this. I'm pretty certain I want to come down south first, actually, because firstly I do have reinforcements coming up, so that will help. I'm going to go down this bridge because next turn, actually there's a big army there. They often do a big army standing around Cairo. There's normally an early crusade called, but I can get some reinforcements there quick, so I think that'll be a good position to begin on. I can defend the bridge and reinforcements can get there soon. I can see a little bit around Alexandria thanks to my boats. And they don't seem to have anything else up here. So hopefully we'll draw them here, and if we can win that battle handily, we might be able to pounce on Egypt too. Right, attacking Mosul then. They do have a decent amount of units, but obviously I can pull the units out of the city here, well, out of the castle in fact. And they do want to battle, which is perfect. Lots of horse archers, 3 different forms of horse archers. Turkomans, the Turkish horse archers, and the Sipathis. Sipathis? I don't quite know how to pronounce these guys, but these are good all-round units. Proper melee and defence on them. They're quite terrifying, if I'm honest with you. All the horse archers are much more like light horse archer cavalry. But these guys, the Turkomans, aren't bad either. I mean, they have good stamina, fast moving like these guys. So they're not bad units, all things considered. We do have the general here. Right, we might be looking at one of these ones where we take out their force in handy time, so that we can really focus on the general, because we do not have the best army, but Captain Halil, I think, can do the job. Right, we're just going to rush into a position here and hopefully deal with this first force before we have to go and take out the second one. Let's just send. These guys are very exposed. Let's just go straight into those guys, the Safathis. They are a good unit. Let's just get ourselves into a good position here just to surround and kill them. Actually, if they're just charging straight at me, I'm not going to have my guys be suicidal. No need for that. Cavalry, get yourself out there. Yes, they're broken. That is perfect. They're a good unit. Right, one of you just chase them off. Guys, you just chase those off. Can you get yourself to attack those spear militia? Same as you. You at the horse archers. You charge into those Turkomans just to keep them busy. Perfect. I think this first force is falling apart. First, this force is completely falling apart. That's perfect. Right, you Turkomans, slightly weaker force. You chase them down. You guys move straight back towards the main force. Do they want to do this then? They're right in this corner now. They are corner fighting. The AI is going to corner fight. We are all right, not quite in range, but we're almost in range of our Turkish archers at this point. Cantabrian circle, lads. That's probably a good idea. And getting your Cantabrians as well. If all my archers, though, can focus on the general at this point. Okay, they are charging in. Right, you guys focus on them. You 3 guys focus on them. In fact, let's just get a charge in at this point. Because you need to run into them. You need to just get yourself in behind the general, as do you. Get yourselves over here. As should you, please, spearmen. Fat archers, you're probably going to start doing more damage than you're worth at this point. So please just stop the fire. Just move yourself into that position. Right, all infantry, get into the general. Fight into the death. He is broken, so let's just give him a little bit of room. Ah, he's dead. He's dead.
Our men have captured the enemy general.
Okay, let him out. Let him out. Don't let him kill us all. Let him out. That's fine. We've slaughtered them. 93%. That should be the whole army wiped out, and us walking into Mosul. Clear victory. Lost a few spearmen there at the end, obviously. Who sustained a lot. Yeah, that spear militia is completely wiped out. But you know what? That's pretty good. We've still got most of our troops into Mosul. Captain Halil is doing his job. Ah, they've done the same thing where they've just got a few horse archers. We did try and chase them off as close as we could, but they're going to struggle to defend that. 2 turns. Why did you say that you could do it in 1 then? Well, you've got green if you're... Oh, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Okay. We will break in there next turn then. We've actually got reinforcements coming from Baghdad, so that is definitely going to be something that is taken by us. Tbilisi has plenty of troops, so we can get down to Yerevan very soon. Which means that actually Turkey... Yeah, we've chopped Turkey in half already. One more thing we need to do before the end turn then. Yes, take on Hungary. We just don't want to let this force come and swing back towards Bran, because there are some useful troops here. I don't mind if it's a few infantry, you can always go pick those off, but cavalry, especially horse cavalry. Horse cavalry! Ah, what an invention. Archer cavalry. Yeah, especially archer cavalry, they can be quite pesty, so we'll take these guys out now, rather than let them interfere too much. So, this isn't going to be the easiest battle, we can match 2 of them. We have to use our archers just to slaughter them, actually. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Should be okay. Wow, this is an unusual battlefield. What a building. This is amazing. Oh, we better take over Bran soon. This is lovely. Oh, the fountain's even working. How pretty. Probably need to get the pressure changed a little bit, lads. It's not quite perfect, but it's a good start. It's a good start. I need a bit of guarding around here. Come on. Get on it. They definitely need some new rulers around here. Right, that's it. We better go take this over, lads. Where are they going to start? Probably up this hill. I don't know. I'm going to start up on the side of this hill anyway. Always work down to them or work across to them. That suits me. Quickly, lads, get yourself into position. We need to be shooting at them. Guys, please just move yourself a little bit closer. And back to your Cantabrians, lads. No, they're just charging in. Okay, well. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Yeah, they're out in. Chase them off. That's good. They've managed to let themselves get picked off nice and early. Marvellous. 54 remaining. Hopefully they aren't really coming back. But the game seems to like leaving little troops around.
And waiting to ambush them.
Yeah. Can't always get rid of horse archers.
The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
Ooh, we can draw them out now. That's good. That's actually quite a good little invitation for us.
Orders, my king, my lord.
What's in here? Yeah, pretty much the same force, just with their faction leader. Perfect. We can do with Hungary right now. That is what we want. Let's go and do this then. Okay, we can finish up Captain Petri. We've already... Well, that's the new captain because we've already killed him. I do not want you to be controlled by the AI. Dimitri is with me. Perfect. Okay. We haven't actually drawn in the city. Not really sure why. Let's just try it. I'm just going to drop a quick save actually and see, because this really should be drawing in the city. What I'm going to do is just check that if I lift the siege, attack them if we draw out the city, because I don't mind if that works, but I don't want to lift the siege and then not manage to actually take this city. Right, lift the siege. And now we can't actually attack. But now we do draw them out. Okay, right, because it's not the besieging force who was starting the battle, thus they couldn't get out because they were besieged. I get it now, I get it. Okay, this works if we kill them all, and if not, then we don't have any siege weapon to go and charge in. Oh wait, no, we've only just started, so we're not going to lose anything, are we? No, that's perfect. Okay. They almost certainly will get some troops away because they're all horse archers, they're all cavalry, it's entirely a cavalry army here. Okay, right, we're going to take up Petri nice and quick. That is, yeah, that's ideal. And then after that, we need to pull all of our forces together. Let's just hope we've got a good position here. After all, they look like they're on the flats. Let's get in there, let's go in and knock out Hungary. 2 things to think about. Number 1, if I'm attacking here, my allies are coming from this sort of direction. That's fine. I'm attacking them and their allies are coming from behind them. That is fine. I just need to make sure I've got a position worked out. Wow, what a cliff face. Okay. Yeah, I need to make sure I've got a position figured out for the second part of the battle, because that'll be a bit tougher. I need to make sure I put myself on a hill. Maybe something like this will do. To be honest, it's not great, but there's nothing much else around this map unless we want to climb up here. I suspect that's not going to happen. Right, guys, just go in charge of them now. We want to take these guys out before they reunite. Okay, we're just trying to pick up this one particular unit right now. I do not fancy taking on these nobles. We can horse archer them to death and really weaken them up. Very much what we're currently doing. Most of our forces are mobilising over here on this closer ridge. These guys are really getting weakened now. All my cavalry still eager. They're getting a lot of shots in them now. Right, it's just this general is the one I'm really worried about. Everyone else I think we can deal with. Shoot into that general. We're going to lose a lot of troops, this general.
They have lost half their men.
All infantry, apart from you, get into that general. We are shooting him in the back with flaming arrows now. He cannot be happy about this. Right into him. We do just have these spearmen. Yes, we've got those guys shot off. Kazakhs, can you two do the sweep up job? We don't want to let people get away. They probably already will. There's not many of them though, there's only 10.
Unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle.
Go off fire, lads, to shoot him.
Worthy victory.
The rest of missiles, minus my cav. Stay shooting at them. How is the general doing?
The enemy praise the Almighty.
That's it, we've got him.
Our enemy has lost his
We've got to
sword
shoot him down now.
We must push our advantage.
Cavalry, you cannot let him escape. Cavalry, you cannot, I repeat, not let him escape under any circumstance. All missiles, shoot at him, but you get over there. You have to run over there, you shoot into them. He's not going to get away. It's literally just 2 of them now. How many of them got away? 13. That might just stay alive, you know. We are just trying to chase down this king now. Someone must be able to kill him. We've got him covered. Yes! There we are, he's dead. Oof.
All of Christendom will be
We are done.
awed by the victory we
We are
have won
done.
today.
17%, we did really well. Oof. My days. Now, if those tiny amount of troops, hold the city, I'm going to be quite irritated. Even so, we're pretty much there now.
The enemy will never see us here.
Ah, of course, 27 cavalry.
Yes. Orders, my king.
Right, well, it's a different army now.
To battle with pride, Lord. My lord, besieging settlement. Maintaining the siege, my lord.
That's fine, we'll just use some ladders.
To engage.
Well, to be fair, we couldn't get in this turn anyway unless we managed to kill every one of them, but there we are, Bran, just about there at this point. So close, so close. Time to end our turn then. Yep, as we expected, Holy Roman Empire coming in to burn. We can hold them off. Bordeaux's fine, we've got reinforcements just around the corner.
The enemy surround us.
Russia, okay. We want to fall back to Helsinki. It's fine. We want to face them in that city, in that castle, in fact. Captain Kuzyak. No, they're caught out. At least we know there's a few troops in this direction. Right, we're to go for the capital from here.
march no further today, Lord. This is not
Harwich.
the enemy have laid siege upon
Okay.
us.
This is the one I was looking at earlier, and they have some really good troops here. And honestly, we do not have the infantry to hold a line here. They're just going to tear us apart. They're just going to charge straight into us and rip us to shreds out of Polish nobles. They've got a strong general. Yeah, I think this is going to be a problematic one, honestly. I think we're going to pull back on this one. And the plan is really we can hopefully deal with Krakow, come back and deal with Harwich. I think we may be pushing it a little bit thin here because these forces are strong and these woodsmen are good at chopping through things, but cannot hold a line.
The enemy has us this day. Fall back or perish. Back from the walls. Lift the siege.
Okay, as for this one, yeah, there's a small force attacking us first. We knew they were coming. Didn't manage to deal with those ahead of time. As for these guys, we've got Bolslaw, they've got a lot of heavy cavalry, and that's what's going to be tricky. We should have a better chance here because most of this force is fairly weakened, but there's still 3 full units of infantry, which, to be honest, is more than enough to deal with our infantry anyway. It's going to be tricky. We could get ourselves wiped out here, but I could see this being a very, very close battle. Okay. This is a big one, really, in terms of dealing with Poland, because they've got some good units over in here in Harwich, and it's a bit worrying. Yeah, let's head into Krakow. Let's see what we can do. Right, so one thing I am doing this time, which I forgot before, is these Lithuanian stakes. Yes, this is marvellous. This is going to help us repel the cavalry attack in the centre of our line. I thought this is something that only the English archers had, but it turns out you can get them with Lithuanians too. It's going to help. So we'll start these guys at the front, and then what we'll do is we'll move the archer line back, just so we've set this out in front of... Yes, so just so we set this out in front of the non-spearmen. What this means now is we can put our spearmen over in this kind of side on the flanks, and that means that the cavalry are going to have to charge into spearmen or into the spikes. So that's perfect. That's going to help us. Well, we're going to try and keep our line very tight. We've got most of these Slav levies behind the sharpened stakes. We have spearmen, armoured sergeant, spear militia on the 2 flanks, which should help us. And behind them we just have all of our archers. Polish nobles at the back, 7 experience. Just gives us our general unit. We can't do a lot more with him other than just the odd charge here or there, but hopefully we can make him to make the difference. I'll keep these guys and shelter them on the hill. So let's see the slightest bit across. Right, see what we can do with these guys. Hopefully we can just take them out nice and early. In fact, we'll send the nobles out here just to make sure that we keep those guys dancing, that the peasants don't just slaughter us. They're not going to slaughter us, but you know, I want as minimal damage as possible. These guys should go as soon as they're hit, I think. Perfect.
We must push our advantage.
That's fine, we'll just get those guys mopped up. A bit more experience for our very experienced Polish nobles at this point. Very used to sweeping up local Poles. Oh, my cavalry just walked through the stakes. Brilliant. Game, I hate you so much. Come on, get your pathfinding right. I should. That's really, really stupid. That is ridiculously stupid. Right, well, I know I don't have any cavalry charge. I'll just all missiles. Just fire at will. Stop being stupid. Firing at that general. Ah, days. We have one advantage, lads. Right, charge into the stakes, anyone? Come on, General, charge into that stake. Into the stakes. Straight into them, guys. The sergeant should be able to hold well. Boleslaw is dead.
Victory will be ours.
Boleslaw is dead. Did he just walk into the stakes like us? Maybe he did. We'll have to find his corpse later. This is going well, actually. They're losing quite a few. They're all on one flank. That's fine. So I think my woodsman over here, actually. I don't want those guys actually stuck in melee. Yeah, I'm happy with that. See, they're going around the stakes, and that's really giving us a nice advantage here. Lovely to have a bit of stake advantage. Perfect. It's a shame that it killed almost my entire force of cavalry, because I didn't think about my own units pathfinding, you know, around. We don't have to charge for our men, you know. It's just rude. There's only 11 of them, but that's Boleslaw. Wow, they just don't know what to do. They can't figure out how to get around our stakes. This is brilliant. I'm just really irritated that we killed ourselves. The Siltrum is completely impenetrable on this hill as well. My days, they can't do anything, can they? I have no idea what to do. This is a great position, I must say. I got quite lucky with the position of this battle, but it's just raining arrows down on them. If we can get this general nice and weak, that would be perfect. Boleslaw's men are, at this point, dead. Woodsmen do not pursue. All supposed to be up there with the crossbows. Yes! They are not happy. They're really, he's taken so many hits. What an absolute hero. Oh, what's that? 8 or 9, 20, 72 arrows. 172 arrows. What a hero. Right. It absolutely got them slaughtered. Boleslaw is not coming back, so let's not worry about them. You get on those. You get on those. You get on those. You get on those. We've got this. Who is still alive, by the way? Just Boleslaw. Well, Boleslaw's men are still fighting on, that's fair enough, but everyone else is just routed at this point. Where's our general? Can you charge away from the spikes? Yes.
Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. Remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Yes, glorious victory. It was a pretty damn good victory. I'm staggered that went so well. Those stakes are... wow. They really did the job, didn't they? Unfortunately, I've got to find Boleslaw Herman now and a tiny little speck. Oh no. Boleslaw, you should have joined us. Why did you not become our friend? We only lost 81 men. Most of those were our cavalry walking through stakes. Ridiculous. That's Krakow gone. Sacking Krakow. Woohoo! Okay. Magdeburg needs at least 4 units. Well, I can't do much about that myself, to be honest with you, Mr. Council. Mysterious Council. Okay. Actually, there's one unit here. Guess they're going to Magdeburg. Oh, we've been ambushed. I can't bother with that. It's honestly, it's not worth it. Turns out Magdeburg is in trouble. It's almost as if the noble's near, isn't it? Yes. Can't actually get there anyway, so... oh well, Magdeburg might have to fall. It's not the end of the world. The Hungarians are coming for us, but to be honest, guys, it is too late. 26 of you. This is how we're going to end the episode, with Hungary collapsing and the... oh, we're going to kill 2 factions in one episode. This is perfect. Yes! Now, Poland are looking weak. That is absolutely true. We can go deal with Halich once we send some reinforcements over. How long is that going to take? It's a few turns, I suspect. 3 turns. Oh, that's an age. That's half of our current campaign. That'll be like 7 episodes till we kill Poland. That's slightly annoying, isn't it? Well, too bad. But we'll have to finish off Hungary right now and see how much of this army wants to join us. Kerezestes, you know you want to join us. Do not fall on your sword once we take Bran. Join us, sir. Join the anarchy. Right, lads. Oh, you're already... you're not actually one besieging it. Should we go and do this ourselves? I don't really need to. I'm sure the auto-resolve would do this for us. But I suppose since the end of the faction, we'll just pop in and we'll shoot some arrows at them. I'll see you in there, ladies and gentlemen, where we say goodbye to Captain Jakob. The last few. The last 27 men of Hungary. And these guys are going to get shot very, very soon. I'm sure you can shoot them. I'm sure you can shoot them too. Might as well get some shots in. There we are. Quite a few of them getting absolutely slaughtered already.
Only half the enemy force remains.
They're just standing at the gate getting shot. They look like they're dabbing over there. They're just having a dab shot. It's not doing them very well. There's only a few of them left. There we are. Just the last 3 Hungarians. The other chaps will be joining us. Yes, well, they're not very happy, are they? These two are sensible enough to stand under the gate. Hopefully we just slam the gate down on them and chop them in half. Hungarian horse for dinner. And here we see Stevos, the last of the Hungarians. He's lived a noble life. And here it ends. Been shot by peasants. Oh, there we are. He's doing alright. Managing to hold. Yeah, 4 or 5 shots. Well done, Stevos.
We are under attack.
Who's we? You're the only one left, Steve. My days, you haven't got the memo. Anyone for horse?
This is a clear victory.
There we are, we lost 1%.
To only men of great virtue and valor.
Yeah, we lost 10 when they took the tower quickly and had a few pop shots at us, but there we are. It's not bad at all. Bran has fallen, and with it, that is a second faction that will go down, sack the city. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Oh yes, and with it, we have an army join us. Karastestes Kebelovsky, you have joined us, you dreadful, dreadful man, you. Generally loyal, generally he is, but he has seen the light, he has joined the anarchy, he is cruel and cunning, and you know what, he likes a little drink, and I think that's marvellous. A little bit of cider on the weekend, never hurt anyone. Right, the rebels, wow, we have conquered Hungary, and we have conquered France this episode. My days, that has gone far better than I ever could have envisaged. Now we've got to decide what to do with this army. I think Vienna's looking like a fun prospect, actually, because I can't help notice that the Imperials seem to be poking at us and we haven't really done anything to them yet. So I think this army might just have a little stroll towards Vienna. I hear it's lovely if you want to go have a nice drink and a nice pastry. So I think that's what we're going to do next time, ladies and gentlemen. Go and have a nice pastry in Vienna. It's looking like, well, no one's really guarding it, so let's just stroll in, shall we? Ah, lovely. Right, that'll all be next time. But for now, I'm Thomas. This has been To Notice to Human. I've been playing Medieval 2 Total War, the Rebel campaign. Thank you, and good night. Death and violence will come to you. This is a beautiful, beautiful town, by the way, guys. Let's go and smash it up. Dum tum ti 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 ti. How did you die? What is happening to my men? Steve! He was the one man who tried!